Hi, this is Ken Go with the Oregonian Oregon Live, previewing the big college football game Saturday in Autzen Stadium between number 20 Oregon and number 7 Stanford. It's a big game for the Ducks. Oregon's unbeaten, but the Ducks really haven't played any competition to note. Their three non-conference games are referred to as cupcake games in college football parlance. That means they're overmatched opponents. The Ducks haven't been particularly impressive in those three wins. Stanford is a whole different challenge. Here are five things to watch with the Ducks and Stanford clash. Number one, ESPN College GameDay is there. GameDay, of course, is the early morning college football preview show that ESPN uses to set up the day's college football slate. It's sort of a validation of the Oregon program. ESPN GameDay goes to what's viewed as the biggest college game of the day. That game is Oregon-Stanford. It's sort of a fun deal. I wouldn't watch it for a lot of informed commentary. It's more just a deal for that celebrates the pageantry of college sports. Fans get there early. They yell and scream and cheer and wave their flags, but it should be a fun thing. ESPN takes a closer look at Eugene and the Oregon football program. Some things to watch in the game. First of all, the Ducks definitely need to do a better job on first down than they've done in non-conference play. If you gain 5 yards or more on first down, it makes play calling much easier on second and third down. Keeps the offense moving, keeps your offense out of long yardage situation, which should take some of the pressure off quarterback Justin Herbert. The second thing to watch, Herbert is being mentioned as one of the top NFL prospects and a possible Heisman Trophy candidate. He'll be sharing the field with Bryce Love, Stanford's running back, who was the Heisman runner-up last year. So one thing to watch is which of these players has a better game. If it's Herbert, obviously that's advantage Oregon. If it's Love, advantage Stanford. Second, Stanford is a very big, physically imposing offensive team. They play what is referred to as a ground and pound style of offense. They like to muscle up and try to overpower you at the line of scrimmage. Oregon has made a concentrated effort under Coach Mario Cristobal to become more physical as well. It should be a very interesting force versus force confrontation when Stanford has the ball. Second thing to watch, Oregon is also trying to adopt a more physical offensive approach. The Ducks definitely need to run the ball better than they have in recent weeks, so let's see if they can. If they do, that's advantage Oregon. Running the ball again takes the pressure off Herbert. It lets him throw the ball when he's ready to throw it, and that should give Oregon's pass plays a better chance to be successful. A third thing to watch, Oregon's receivers have been spotty with their ability to catch the ball. It hasn't been totally awful since Herbert has thrown 12 touchdown passes this year, but if they're more consistent catching the ball, it allows the Oregon offense to stay in rhythm and move the ball at its tempo rather than letting the defense sort of be able to set up after an incomplete pass. Third thing to watch, Oregon coach Mario Cristobal is new to the head coaching job at Oregon. He was Oregon's co-offensive coordinator last year. He's previously been a coach at Florida International. He had several good seasons at Florida International, which is a difficult place, but he has an overall losing record. This is his first really big game as Oregon's coach. It'll be interesting to see how he and the Ducks respond to a team with the caliber of Stanford. A fourth thing to watch, Stanford coach David Shaw is one of the best in the business. How he schemes up Oregon will be a very important factor in the outcome. And a fifth thing to watch, Stanford's passing game is excellent. Defenses that try to gang up on Bryce Love, Stanford's Heisman Trophy candidate running back, have paid because Stanford's been able to pass the ball successfully. Quarterback KJ Costello has some excellent receivers. They're big guys that use their bodies well in space. Oregon's defensive backs aren't particularly large guys, so this is a matchup that could cause a problem for the Ducks. And finally, the atmosphere at Autzen should be electric. It's one of the better home field advantages in college football. I expect with a 5 p.m. start that people will have all day to get ready. They'll be excited. They'll be loud. In a close game, that could be a factor. So this is Ken Go with the Oregonian. Those are things I think that are important to watch for this week's game between Stanford and Oregon.